Hello, hello! On tonight's episode of Cover Combat 10, Blue Chip Edition, Mike's going to show us the awesome covers that are moving on. Oh, wait, no, he's going to show us the winners of round 3 and the awesome covers that are moving on for round 4. Welcome and happy Veterans Day. This is your favorite cover art loving, battle simulating live stream, Cover Combat by Xcellar Comics. I am one of the many blue chip voters in the room. And of course, Mike is with us.
What's up, guys? Happy Veterans Day.
What's up, man? And then, of course, we are blessed with the presence of Patrick.
Happy Combat Day, everybody.
Happy Combat Day. And then lastly, thankfully, we have Karen with us tonight to make this show sound awesome. Perfect. If I didn't stutter at the beginning, that might have been our best intro ever.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't practice, so, go figure. I think the day that we have a clean show, it'll probably be the most boring show ever.
Yeah, like, that was it. Call it a day. Hang it up.
Yeah.
We've perfected it.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty, man. Right?
We really are.
What will this take us to after this episode? We'll be down to 8 covers, I think, right?
8 covers.
8 awesome covers. They were all awesome from the beginning, so whittling these down have been tougher than ever for me.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Pat?
Yeah, it's getting down there, that's for sure.
Yeah. And man, you know what else is getting down there, Mike?
What?
Our views. What the heck?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Come on, people, tell your friends about Cover Combat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling like it was my fault. When this is all said and done, Patrick's going to be like, see, I told you Cover Combat would suck.
Yeah. Nobody has anything,
Well, we gave them an opportunity to get their skin in the game, and we still got a few of those left. How many you got?
That's true. In round 3, we have 4 of the claimed covers are still in play.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So, I definitely want to do a similar one to this in the future. So, hopefully, people will help us get the numbers up because we're trying to help with those great prizes. But
yeah.
Anyway, so let's get to this. I'll put your screen up. You are good to go, Mike.
All right. As we do every week, we'll do a little reminder of the prizes since we still have 4 participants that are in the running for one of these awesome prizes. Iron Fist 15, Photon number 1 signed by Brian Stelfreeze, the Batman action figure from McFarlane, and a Fandango gift card for $25. I get to choose. So what are we going to do? The one that they choose, are we going to split the other? Are we going to split the other ones?
No. Like I said,
we'll go back into the pool there. 5 pool.
No, I think like I mentioned, the best thing to do is we'll just for the next Cover Combat, we'll just plop in. If someone grabs the Iron Fist, we'll just replace that with another kind of old school valuable book, or whatever one they pick, then we'll just replace it. So
yeah. Good.
All right.
All right, so let's jump right into it. Start off here with Batman Adventures 12 from Mike Parabek versus Amazing Spider-Man 252, Ron Friends. The winner, there's no weird anomalies this week for percentages and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, kind of usual suspect stuff here. 80% of the vote went to the winner, went to one.
Interesting. I don't think that's a clue to either one. I could see this going 80% either way. But me personally, I ultimately landed on Amazing Spider-Man. I love that cover so much, and I have it. I was just looking through my collection today, and I have a $1 comics version of that Batgirl or that Batman. But yeah, I've never had the actual copy of it, so that was pretty much the deciding factor because I do love them both. But the Amazing Spider-Man 252 for me.
Yep. Yeah, I have the $1 version of it. I'm glad they do those reprints because then it allows folks like us to get them. I'm not going to drop $400.
Yeah, I love reprints. That's for sure. I love the facsimiles are definitely my favorite though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Then that 252 I got at an estate sale auction. I was kind of lucky to get that one. So I voted for the 252.
It's funny you mentioned that $1 Batman Adventures because I was doing some research trying to figure out which Batman animated figures I was missing, in the original DC Direct line. So I did a search on my DCBS orders, and that $1 Batgirl came up. I have both of them, as it turns. I have the original plus the $1.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I went Amazing Spider-Man 252, as you might expect, because I just love that cover. So
yeah.
Yep. Look at that. All three of us went with 252.
Seems like that might be a sign as to which way the 80% went, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe we're on an island.
We've been wrong before, yeah.
Yep. All right. The winner, moving on, the nitty gritty. It is Amazing Spider-Man 252. Look at that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
The dream matchup still alive.
Still alive. All right. Next up, Captain America 100 from Jack Kirby versus Amazing Spider-Man 129, Gil Kane. The winner here, again, 80% of the vote.
Huh. Again, that really doesn't clue me in again. I think it's possible either way again.
Yeah, it is.
But once again, I went Amazing Spider-Man on this one as well. I think the more times I look at that Amazing Spider-Man, I might like it a little more every time I look at it.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a book that since I didn't get years ago, and it's kind of out of where I'm willing to spend, out of my price range, I'm willing to spend money. I never look at it because I'm like, I'm not going to get that, and I just get bitter about it. But here, doing this, I've got to pay a little more attention. Yeah, and it's fantastic. So I voted for that 129.
Yeah.
As did I. Easy vote for me. That I think sometimes people refer to ugly Kirby. There's some stuff that just not as striking when it comes to Jack Kirby, and this is one of those covers for me. I think I've kind of mentioned that before. Just one of the lesser, yeah.
Do you think this is maybe a period of time where that evolution started to happen too? Where I love this Captain America cover, but yeah, it was like you're saying, ugly Kirby or whatever. But then with this Amazing Spider-Man, that's right about the time. What year did that come out? Like early 80s, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
No, that would have been in the 70s.
Oh, it was late 70s? Okay.
Yeah.
So even more to my point, that it seemed like right about the time they were kind of getting more refined on the regular books. I don't know, it seems because these aren't that crazy far apart, right? This Captain America's in the 60s, right?
I'd probably say they're at least 10 to 12 years apart.
Okay.
More.
that's nothing in the grand scope of things. So, yeah. So,
Yeah. I'm looking up that 129 because I am curious. Wow. 74. I was thinking like 76 or 78.
oh, wow. I was thinking, I was obviously thinking early 80s. Okay. 74. That's crazy. I feel like when we first started collecting, it wasn't that old at all, but we were a decade away already.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't have it. I was only 4 years old.
Right.
Couldn't get it. And 100 was 68.
It's only 6 years. Yeah. So,
Yep.
So that goes with my, still my comment that it seems like right here is where they're kind of cleaning up and kind of becoming more refined. I'm going to stick with that.
All right. So let's see what happened. 80% went to us. Amazing Spider-Man. 120.
Awesome.
Oh, geez. Looks like Amazing Spider-Mans are cleaning house already.
Yeah, they are. I actually was noticing that whenever I was sending you my votes. I'm like, because Spider-Man, he might not even be I don't think he's in my top 10 favorite characters. Might be shockingly enough, but anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yep. Who do you think's bigger, Batman?
One more time, you were digitized there. Say it again.
Who do you think's bigger, Spider-Man or Batman?
Man, I want to be biased to Batman, but maybe Spider-Man, I guess. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
We'll have to do some research, have a show about that.
Okay.
But until then, we've got The Dark Knight Returns 1 with Frank Miller and Superman 199 Carmine Infantino. The winner here, 90% of the vote.
Oh, wow. I'm going to say it again, though. That's still, I think I could see 90% either way on this. Because while that Dark Knight Returns, I think I just start there. I voted for it because it's such an iconic cover. I love it. This is right after we started collecting. It means so much to me. A big Batman fan. That Superman Flash is a pretty fun book, just looking at it, and it's got more going on. So I could totally see that taking out the Dark Knight Returns. But yeah, I voted for Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, I voted for Dark Knight Returns.
How about that? We're in agreement once more, folks.
Okay.
Jeez. How are we all on the same page?
It's unique, but it happens occasionally.
Yeah. All right, 90%. Moving on. Not that surprising, right? Batman, the Dark Knight Returns.
It isn't that surprising. All right.
Let's see if all three of us continue. X-Men #1, Jack Kirby versus Avengers 57, John Buscema. The winner here, 70%.
You're muted, Kevin.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that's surprising. I would have thought this one would have been closer. I think this is a really great matchup. And I'm going to predict now this might be when we part ways as far as the three of us are concerned. But who knows? Could be wrong. I'm that regularly. But this one was pretty easy for me. Although I love the Avengers cover, I'll always love that X-Men 1 cover more. Yeah.
Yep. I think this kind of goes to where you're kind of saying that refined look, not really refined, but where they were just getting better at drawing comics.
Yeah.
As far as covers go and things like that. So I went with Avengers. I do like it more than X-Men.
Shocking.
So these next two matchups were definitely the most difficult for me. I waited till the very end to choose these next two matchups, and I just had to go with what I thought. If I saw both these covers, which would be the more enticing cover because they were on such equal footing for me, I felt like I would pick up the X-Men before I would pick up the Avengers cover. So I went with the X-Men here.
Nice.
I was looking at the prices to see if it's like, well, I probably have a dime, but not 12 cents, but they're both 12 cents. All right. Let's see. Moving on with 70%.
Oh, damn.
There's an
Darn
upset.
it.
Avengers 57. Yep. There we go.
And that's 70% Avengers. That's surprising to me.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
All right.
All right.
Dadgummit.
Next up, Brave and the Bold 28 from Mike Sikowski versus Conan #1 from Barry Smith. The winner here, 60% of the vote.
60%.
Yep.
Definitely doesn't tell me which way at all. So this one was really tough for me. I had to decide which one I like less. And let me just say this. I don't hate Barry Windsor Smith. I know that needs to be said regularly because I feel like I dislike a couple of his covers greatly, but I don't hate him. So I'm a Conan fan. A majority of this Conan book is better. I mean, is good. And I still have issues with Starro. Did you guys watch Suicide Squad to see what I'm talking about yet?
I did not rewatch it.
I have not had time, but I did watch Godzilla -1 Black and White again.
You should just Google it on.
I'm sure I can see it on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, search it up on YouTube. Starro, Final Scene, Suicide Squad, something like that. But anyway, so yeah, I ultimately went Conan on this one over the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. Yeah, I like them both a lot. I do like Starro on that one, but I did go Conan as well.
Sorry. Had to go Brave and the Bold Justice League here. Again, it was a last minute decision, but it was sort of leaning towards Kevin's side. I had to pick which when I disliked less than the other one. I guess I don't know. I don't love either one, but
yeah, I can see that.
Now, let me say this about this Starro. If Starro looked like this in Suicide Squad, I probably wouldn't have an issue with it. But that's what's weird is I dislike Starro because of Suicide Squad. So even though this Starro looks cooler, I still dislike Starro.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. On the island here. Yep. Everybody there. So let's see. 60% went to Brave and the Bold 28.
Dagger, man.
Well done, Pat.
You know what I also think it is? I don't like the comic. Yeah, have you guys read this comic? Or have you read any comics with Starro?
Oh yeah.
Does it have that? I've only seen him in the animated features. Does it do that face hugger thing to all of its victims?
Yeah.
I don't like that concept either. So that's another thing. That's why I'm not a fan either. I don't like that concept. I don't mind the whole controlling them, but have it on their headers. If it's on their face and it makes them an eye or what, it's weird. But anyway, so just doubling down. We'll talk about it again next week.
Yeah. All right, here we go with Hulk 181 Herb Trimpe versus Superman #1 Joe Shuster. Again, 60% of the vote.
Yeah, that checks out. This one was definitely by far my hardest one. Yeah, I love both of these so much. So ultimately, it's just my character love that had to be the deciding factor, and I went Incredible Hulk 181.
Yeah, I went Hulk 181. It's a lot more action. Yeah, when you get down to this point for covers that I voted for, you got to start picking it, figuring out, like we say, what we like or what we don't like about ones and comparing them side by side. So more action on the Hulk gets it for me.
Yeah, I can pretty much follow along with everything both of you said there, and just I had to go Hulk here. Oh, sorry, I had to go Wolverine 181 here.
Ah, that's right.
Right.
All right, 60% and moving on.
Oh,
It is Wolverine number 181.
nice. Man, that Superman cover is so great, though. The next time I am submitting covers, we're gonna see that one again. I've definitely fallen more in love with it than I was before during Cover Combat 10. That's for sure.
I think I have a reprint of that one. I think they just did the facsimile for that.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did it have a foil? For some reason, I'm thinking there was a foil option. Maybe that's Batman number 1. I think I got Batman number 1 foil.
Yeah. I have the Batman foil.
One of those. Yeah, I know I've got a foily yellow. All right, here we go. Our third Amazing Spider-Man book, 122 from John Romita versus House of Secrets 98 from Bernie Wrightson. Keep following the trend, 60% of the vote.
Oh, that percentage makes me happy. I thought this one was going to be a little bit farther apart than that. It gives me hope because ultimately I went the opposite direction on this one with there's so much going on in the Amazing Spider-Man. I love how clean this House of Secrets looks. I've always loved it so much. So, yeah, I went House of Secrets.
I was just thinking the same thing. I went House of Secrets too. And it might be because, for the same reason you said, there's so much going on in Spider-Man, and the House of Secrets just gets that real quiet, creepy mood going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that House of Secrets is just too clean and too creepy for me. So I voted for the other green guy.
Pat voted for Chaos.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, there we go. Once again, Pat's on an island with Amazing Spider-Man, and the winner with 60% is Amazing Spider-Man 122.
All right. I feel like House of Secrets come close a couple times in a couple cover combats, hasn't it?
It was in there before. I can't recall how far it made it, but definitely got votes.
All right. Man, Amazing Spider-Man, like you said, clean it up today.
More Spider-Man. All right, here's our final matchup.
Oh,
Fantasy 15 from Jack Kirby, Batman number 1, Bob Kane. Once again, we're going to finish this round with the 60% of the vote winner.
and once again, I'm going to do my part to keep the dream alive. I voted for Amazing Fantasy 15. This one was definitely super tough too, because yeah, I love both of these so much. But yeah, ultimately, I'm Spider-Man.
I went Amazing Fantasy 15 also. Yeah, it was a hard one. Ultimately,
Yeah, I thought this would be tougher, but it wasn't. I just think the Batman cover is just so striking to me. When you compare it to that Spider-Man cover, even though I love it and I'm voting against my dream matchup here, I had to go Batman.
Okay, definitely can't fault you there. I mean, yeah, that's so great.
all right, let's see if we get the possible matchup or if Batman goes through. 60% went to
Oh, it's over.
Cat and Batman number 1. Yep, the dream is over.
That's fine though. I'm happy Batman's moving on, so I can vote for it next time, depending on what. I hope it doesn't go up against 181. But then also, yeah, I think ultimately I would have voted against AF15 if the Dream came alive and 252 came up against it. I think I probably would have voted the 252 anyway.
I would have went Amazing Fantasy on that one.
Yeah.
You did? You would have?
Yeah.
Yeah, because one's a copycat and the other isn't.
Right. All right, here we are. Round 4.
Ultimately, I like the background for Amazing Fantasy. It's just more, kind of New York, crime-ridden, gloomy. Now, keep in mind, before I show this first matchup, that these are all random still. We haven't had too many weird outliers with coincidental things, but this one's kind of neat because of the matchup that we just saw. Our first matchup is Amazing Spider-Man 252 versus Batman #1, the one that just booted Amazing Fantasy 15. So, Kevin, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I have no idea. No, actually, I do have an idea. Come to think of it, I already just decided. I just decided. It's a secret, though. It's a secret.
You just decided right now. Yep. For me, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
It's got to be easy for me, right?
Yeah,
It should be.
that's the next matchup. Oh, Kevin.
No.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Dark Knight Returns 1 from Frank Miller versus Incredible Hulk 181 for Trippy.
That's what I was getting ready to predict when you reacted like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Super duper tough. Super duper tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to think about this one for a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy choice for me here.
Interesting.
Yeah. It is because I don't. He says that, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, no idea.
I've forgotten everything we've all said about all these covers in past shows. I contradict myself. I'm sure we all do.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man 29, Gil Kane versus Avengers 57.
This one's easy for me.
Yeah, I like this matchup, but I also hate this matchup because I like them both. This is hard.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. I hate to vote against either of these, but I will.
But I will. All right. In the last matchup for round 4, we are at the nitty gritty. Amazing Spider-Man 122, John Romita versus Brave and the Bold 28, Mike Sikowski.
Yes. Super easy for me. Got an easy one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this one.
Yeah. Once again, I'll be voting for that green guy.
Wait. There's 2 of them.
Yep, Green Lantern or Green Goblin. Who knows?
So that's it. That's the last matchup.
Wow.
Just like that, we're down to 8 remaining votes.
That's crazy. Just
Yep.
flying through Cover Combat 10.
Yeah.
This close to finding out the greatest cover of all time. Did you have an update? How many claimed covers survived round 3.
Yep. Let me let's see here.
Get a different list out. Yeah.
Want this stuff up? No, I know it's all right here. 4.
Oh, it's still 4. Okay.
All 4 claimed books moved on.
Wow.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, claimers. Anybody and everybody else watching, see, this is why you got to claim. Have confidence in yourself. Get a great prize. Can't wait. There's only 8 books left. 4 claims are still there.
Yeah. I was excited that all 4 made it through.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm glad I actually don't know what they are, though, because that might sway my vote.
Yeah, it's difficult to separate yourself from that because it's I vote for what I like, but then I'm like, if I vote against someone that's claimed, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for that, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
I can't take that into account.
Yeah, you're strong like that, Mike. I don't know if I'd have the fortitude to do that.
Yeah. Well, I think we've all voted against one of our own books at least once, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. That'll do it then on this, once again, Veterans Day. And we'll start out again with that, saying thank you to all the veterans and all their family as well, because we know it's tough in the military, but also it's tough loving somebody that's in the military. So we appreciate the veterans support system as well. So, all right. So please. So please go ahead and you can start voting on this round of Cover Combat starting now here on YouTube until next Sunday, November 17th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when's the Facebook going to be up, Mike?
It'll be up by 9. Give me a few minutes.
Okay. So after 9, then you can... What?
It's so small. I didn't prep it.
Okay, no problem. But after 9 or soon thereafter, definitely Mike's good at being on top of that stuff. You can go over to Facebook and vote there. And when you see the Cover Combat Round 4 Facebook post, vote on each cover individually. Don't vote on the main post. You can help support the show and everything we do and plan to do through Patreon at patreon.com/Xcellar Comics. We get more Patreon people. The prizes get bigger. Yeah. And that's what we want is bigger. Right, Pat?
That's right. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want bigger prizes? Come on.
And then please follow us on Xcellar or at Xcellar Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and follow Xcellar_Comics on TikTok. And then watch Cover Combat 10 Blue Chip Edition. That's actually going to be round 5, Monday, November 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think that's going to be the semifinal show then, right?
Yes.
So fast. So make sure you stay tuned or tune in for that. And then also come join us for our next regular live stream on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook this coming Saturday, November 16th at 8:30 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. And then lastly, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications of everything we do and post. We would greatly appreciate it. Right, Mike?
Good. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Doodling, sleeping in class.
Hey, chill for just 1 second. I got a little surprise.
Oh, okay.
Good, Phil. Talk amongst yourself real quick.
Yeah, I used to sleep in class all the time, and I would doodle and read comics. It's a bad night for me to have to play.
That's like, you're doing a good job, Mike. Just keep going.
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
All right, cool. My surprise is ready.
Oh, okay. It better be good.
I sure hope so. I was having a problem uploading this like crazy. It finally, that's why I said it. I'm thinking it's fate that it's going to be good, because I've been trying to download it for an hour before the show even started, and it literally just popped up on my screen that I finally downloaded. So I don't know what's going on. Might be a complete train wreck, but then that fits too as well. So anyway, you got anything else, Mike?
Nope, I'm good.
Anything else, Pat?
Not for me.
What'd you say, Mike, after you said I'm good?
I'll see you guys Saturday.
Okay. Karen, you got anything? All right, cool. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget, vote, vote, vote. And until next time, don't forget that appreciating great art is a lot of fun. And voting on covers in Mortal Kombat is also great. So why not do both and watch and vote on Xcellar Comics Cover Combat? Xcellar out.
All right, bye.